achimota heya anche ne nansa so ene ati de si wo kwahyeman opani bi so akwaje ni sika ebonu ti okun no enra ba ko si ewo kasoa aho anaso we jampotam wo kasoa we jampotam ho oba bia ko ni sika wono so obudi nachi akokwaje sika na fini nsam eno anadwo na asofa maame bi ono so ofi ni sito mu a wakoton ne niam discussion na yi wono so wakwaje ya wono sekan enra nko a ayehu ebetumi ato me ebetumi ato bia enti se yebedi hu koma a na hu hia se wo do wadwene koso na tie ne yi pa san se obi nim de eko and obi nim de eba nso enti na ebebo ahomoden police adwumako ni omedi nkomo pa se awerehye mu be na omode maganafo ya fa san sem hu ahoto so obe na opese yenya ya fa san sem hu enti ne we say it as it is said de be ya wo mu a enim san sem hu bia no yebetumi ahwe de sie wo wagya no yedi kan apropro ho kakra de akyere mu ansa na berepam no abedwafo ba ewura ne no omugi ne sika wo ho no de sie wo wagya no wo mu se motofo mienu moto ni mienu wo hu ba ko we kuratuo we su kuratuo ana na wo mugi sika no ene nansa edi a isi enra de esi ye wo wagya awia kete anya nadwo ye nhya no so pa eti no dwumadie ne ikoso no ye be yi videos ahodo a ye nsaka ne nyina de akyere mu ama matumi ahu sede akronfo wianfo no ye omadwuma na da yi a ehu bia enimu akokoduro mo de ye adwuma no ehu nta wo behia se ye ka ho asam pa wafa ma wo ma yebeku wo de ma mpo nso ahwe a na yesen ko waka ho so security agencies I remember no mo de ma yen se na bia ye kuma beto ye yem sanse nobody knows what will be enra nadwo ma me ejini dwa wi aton ne nema wi anis kahye wo ma won se kan ajes ka no wo mo de we kra de moto no wo mo ye wo mo de car no registered car yi bi dv bo ho bi mienu ana mo de yesa ewo asofa enti eye nebre sama ese ye hwe ne ka ho sem pa no achi takra de awura yin sam sami hey ayiro what is really going on there listen say de kan ana onyem ana ya fa ndumum ana yakwo no axim ena moja won ho ena ontumi nkasa ena waje pen ne paper sign language ena watwe ne sofo di ne sofo number ya de number takra de Axim hospital hu de oye ebusuanfo sisei police force o ye hu no na onyem doctor se wonyem regional minister se wonyem hu anyan ye se assign test foforo ye se wura no na wonyem ye se wura na kasa to na mutu ya kasa na wonyem nipa bi na ono ka bomu ena se ensam no aye bebre. So who is saying the truth? Who is saying the truth? Dia kwaso yi no enya dia ema nipa bonfo ho kwan amama ye bibia tama ni beba ho so na too late esan say yesi pataku nkane no anase samo moto de kire ye no no akoda bi ofika kra na pataku na eba no na manfo adwane ko hyede mu de bia pataku na eba no na manfo adwane ko hyede mu da pataku ba ye omkasa pataku ba no esan say pataku na eba no omu sa nya no kure to motena se na pataku wi omu nyina chenu bi ne yeti hu ya na ene ebedi nkomo efa ho efa me ho nti ebeka ho asampa amam DC so ayi wo mu yi ehun sam no yesi procedure di wo mu ka ho bi enti na eche yesa as we speak ye nyenya bankrach bia essence wo mu nyina no enya de assembly na to om so aba amama bebe ye abankrach fo a om behwe ama local governance eno de ma oman no puntu ekonanim no ye betumi de aye adwuma nti what is going on eboayen emoayen ede na sequence a wonu nyina kwakoba eno se beka ho asem nti ene enya semuku makwakra midin ede Agya Kwabena na ene do bokrata Ghanaian Times animu na sem bia me de so pa yi ACP kwasi forinfo ni wa ha was police placed 50,000 bounty on armed robbers following recent violent robberies. They say we are between actually be armed robbers she bia no ye ma 50,000 in can 500 million je ti bubu uni mo wa kire na kwaje sha honko de so what it so woni mu so amenko kasa woni Ghana for no na woni bibi World Bank for report to be aba kom se Ghana ti ni pa Ghana ha afibia nipa 16,000 ɛna mframa bɔne a yɛhumi kɔ yɛ mu no ɛku wɔn. World Bank for next year wɔn sɛ wɔn ayɛ hwehwɛmu na wɔn Ghana mu nipa 16,000 afibia mframa bɔne a yɛhumi nti ɛna yɛwu ɛku wɔn. Na sɛ mframa bɔne a wɔn humi de ku wɔn. Mframa bɔne ne hefa na ɛwɔ wobɛda hunu ɛno so yɛ asɛm a yɛ nebresɛm paa na mehyɛ da bobɔ de ɔbɔ nkrata na anim so nsɛm akyerɛm tia wa na afei yɛtumi ahwɛ abia mframa bɔne yɛ ka ho asɛm na msɛ bi na ebitwa gu sisi a yɛhye tae ne ha bibi sei no ɛyɛ mframa bɔne ɛna ɔmo ho me sɛ tae na ɔmo ɛhye no na wɔn mu ɛwɔ ho no na wɔn mu gu anaasɛ mframa no kɔ akyirikyirikyiri a wɔn a wɔakyirikyirikyirikyiri nso no wɔn nso ebitumi aka ho ama wɔn nso na wɔwu anaa we ɛyɛ asɛm bi a ɛhu papapapa sɛ yɛtumi hwɛ na yɛka ho asɛm. Na Daily Guide said do 4 piles pressure on Mahama. Andy Samayoku no. Mampende da Mahama na refranka tufo a wɔkɔpre afie twam na bato no. Na manebɔ no kyerɛ sɛ Dr. Konradufo nkane finance minister wɔno so sɛ wɔba. Na yɛse ama pressure ba kan mampani Mahama so pa nya sɛ nkuma kora. Nti yɛbɛhwɛ na yɛtumi ahwɛ. Na yɛse awura yi wohwɛ n'anim a fake pregnancy Josephine Pinyin Mensa or say I'm not pregnant as that woman speaks. We are someone Daily Guide the aba. Na ibusuafo na buru nua no so area hofo na omuso munum so wonyem no so ene wo ma buru nua no. So far how far is everything okay? Yebedi ho nkomo. Na mmom me ma wadura no mo no abusua nyina amoma mo buru nua no nie. Nua no wo ma buru nua na omuso munum awuraba no. Wo mo na aburu nua no ɛwɔ ho no. Nti no ebisa sɛ dua ya aburu yi sɛ yaburu original minister nua ama enye nua ketewa ne aburu original minister akwa na aburu nua no kra no sɛ wura bi gina chi ɛna wura no so kasa wo sɛ wura gya na menka de ampesa meka aha sɛ o gya na kusua yi epan shinap totototototo afra bosom ni nsu awodo nyina de aburu nua afi ko wiase a yɛsɛ wura ne sɛ na onyem a doctor for sɛ yɛ test ne to sumpre no yɛsɛ wonyem na nti wura no for all this while no say no question na onyem ampa de nti no baka say wonyem for all this while no say enchi no nko hye baabi a de nti say akochi na hye baabi ana say ebinom so ka asam fufuro me de ebinom na eka say dabi eka me say saa nipa no ye hunahuna wo mo enu nti no omo ka bibi say de be ya but enu nyina no ye nsam a yesi hu saa na yete ho nti ye be ka ho asam papa ne dey ene beje abinfo adwenche no mususuye o sanse mu to ko Facebook won so awo so beti the comment and no suggestions afa odi aba na amansa nyina hu wo so adwen ewo ene de ye be ka ho nsam hu na mmom me ma wadura ma watumi ano woni sa malaria kuni papa Ghana ha malaria ne kuye pa no kre na adwumaku a ye de asede ma na no pai se o motumi aboa ama ye bebe ku malaria se ono ku ye be ku malaria ye be ku no otumi entity yensa eye Farmer Trust Limited. Farmer Trust for adamant to work for malaria dura ye fe no Lumi Trust. Na sa Lumi Trust yi no empanifo de ho kwada de ho. Wo hwe manimu a eno ne si hei. Lumi Trust ne sei na tie. Eye ntontom eduru aye de kum malaria. Enye se ntontom eduru aye mosquito coil. Eduru a se malaria nyawa ye de beku aye empanifo de a. Ena yewo Lumi Trust suspension ene yensuo eno eye nkwada dia na de enti a Lumi Trust eye papa nsuo de ne ye ne se wo se nkwada mpaduro num enti de o ma ye nie wo mo ede ba ko de no te se board kwadu de hwenhwen kama ano se strawberry wo se de pa eno ana mo de aye nsuo de no enti akwada bia ni ho de gu nanum a wonu mo nanum tontonda obafu se bi onya bibi nonom na wo saneyare o bo ama malaria bia ache no atumi akọ enu ti hye no so pa malaria wo fever wo utine ya wo ye wo hunam na ya wo ye wo ni nyina Lumi Trust ebehwe ni nyina de fi wo de ama wo ne abusua ni nyina wo bia enum Lumi Trust ne betumi abo mo ye pa na enu achi ensonso ye stubborn pa sonso no eguma hodoma mo bo mudin nto ha ye wo tapeworm Your hook worm, your thread worm, your pin worm, your round worm, and your shape worm. What's your mudino? Homudi hoopa tape. Let's say tape, what's it? And a hook, dra na hook, and a thread, a homa. Na pin, panye, so na wow. And a round worm on the kuru minimum jumabe on the suburb one on one share. Won sunu mu ntia aduane tumi ntwa mu nko na ship ono no betwa won sunu mu ma ama otumi nse bibi ikoso san tuntum nyina emankwada eto ape musakwada no tumi nyini enye se be ne yafu be kapu nko na mo no tumi sakwada development kwada ekofam se de se onyin prum tumi nyini sa eye ntontom mesre eye nsonson eti bomodin se unsabe kan eye trouser 400 trouser 400 you know ayen sunsun adura ekuntunsun biara woni pedua no mu bia uyefunu mu bia no ekunu empenfo tuminom nkoda tuminom nti nura hudo mienu eye lumi trust and afi trouser 400 de eye bosuan chemfa pharmacy shop bia kwa won sabe tumi aka bi pedu atu a woni pharma trust limited for ni nkomo I was 056 1088 and afi 0561 088666 Mr. Subio 0561 088663 and after 0561 088666 and Ray and now one more day boy amadwumadi ye de abramuti obi anko na won konko no bi nene asam kakra bi pa na pese meka wonim say yesi asam kase baba frankansi so ena o ma bia wo ne mara ene ne hyehyɛ wiasa mensa nyina wo emra efa child labor ho enti obetie na yesi akwada bibi ntino na child right for sorry na me de me ya ne say sa child right for no ensem a eye local ensem ma menka ne sa ensem a sabi enya high profile cases no o mo nka wasem en kwada na sresa de okwan ho no child right for no hu ya na be kodan so man na bra me do sakama traffic light na se no de me hu ya ne say emaya en kadna ka mema en esresre ne ma no etuto tonton shoe polish ne ma na sese ne emaya ena eton na uhwe video ya wo mu na wo ho no na omu kura sa ne ma no so wo mu ton na omu duru ho wi a na omu de omani atawo window num car window num glass num share back seat say ede na da ho ana. Have you asked ourselves say enkwada yi ede nti na wo mu ho a oton shoe na emema na eton say no magya emema na agya na emaya na eton emema no wo mu wo hemfa na fe emaya na babesom eti no ya dadwene ho akwa kire hu ne say baby ene mekeke kwesen kwada ya hwe anye bibia mfafa de ekoso ihu a they may grow up to become criminals because so many adwuma bia ye aya se bi sapa ne mi bi say yo omo ho bebre ye ne baby omo fi nso ena obi an so nka ho asem enya tete won ye hwe saa wo mo doso wo mo nko school wo mo nya adwuma awofo kra nya adwuma enti so omo nenam kwa ho ani enti wo mo nyini aba be ye den wo Ghana ha ye ni bra bia ye ni mra bia tumi regulate sanya manema ya na a ye bebetena sia ma sabe nkoda nyina be nyini wi a wo manya adwuma bia nya den no be ye enya kro no be bo nti ye betena sia ma sam afa ya sese na kosampo fodie kan no ajo ye hu ye beka mo aye mo ahoden mo aye de tumi na ma mo ese mo hwera mo ye hu adwuma no se mo anya prosperity one day will judge us all. Enu ti bi twa me ho abasa me ba ye bedi nkomo pa ene bedwofo aye krado ofie ha na ene mpanyufo ayi no bedi nkomo no eye mamehwe enka ne na se eye ND sama ekono dwam tinani awo Greater Accra ha adekoka ye ne no ebedi nkomo pa na fe no achi nso onua wonto bisiu on kwa de mame da fam e bisi no October 70 ya nti ɛwɔ danso man ɛna ɛbɛyɛ bibia ne yɛde no akɔketa ne akɔpɛ de kɔdaberɛ nti onua wɔ ntɔn so bɛbɛ fie ha afei DCOP retired Bright Oduro ɔyɛ ɛnka ne Director General CID Ghana Police Service wɔno nso yɛnsa ɛbɛka no ofie ha na afei yɛnsa aka security expert ɛna afei mpanyinfo ahodoɔ a wɔn sɛ fata sie no mu di nkɔmɔ no yɛbɛnya wɔn nyinaa na afei yɛne wɔn akasa afasa nsɛm nti madama montwɛn me na ne nkɔmɔ a yɛbɛdie no ehu yie pa very critical sɛ wɔntie bi anhwɛ bi a ɛbɛha adwene yɛn nkɔmɔ sisi na afei yɛmfa hyehyɛ so yɛba. awia de shemama ye koye ya ba febra so se yedi nkomo efa ene nsema hodo a yede agua abenwa so a ye behwe na yaka ho ansem na ene nsema hodo miensa sa medi kankan ho nkomo ani bedi pa na minu eye si ye takrade mame nsemi afi there is a new twist ade chade se nyina na nsem foforo ba ade chade se nyina na nsem foforo ba na yedi kan kra no regional minister no obia an criticize na anaso obia an blast no anaso obia an condemn no dia na ye kan say administratively no your regional police command more public relations department nti bibi koso a it is the duty of the police to tell Ghanaians anaso man no say we na ye it's not the duty of a regional minister to be saying say ade we na si enti no munye say dabi a duty of the police administration, the regional police administration. Enti so hwe nsem e ko ba nyina IGP nkasa ye ode nanum nsem e fa ne kasa mafo so eye akwasi fori wono na wo kasa Greater Accra regional minister nkasa na se bia mampani nkasa nkasa ye e say police for na adwuma enti administratively no a police for adwuma e somo ye sanso na ko hospital no so pomdi nsem so a your regional health directorate omo public relation department enti se bibi ekoso mantam na se apomde ho nsam a it is the responsibility of the health directorate so mo kan ho asem it is not the responsibility of the regional minister. They'll brief him all right now, so maybe I may get it wrong, but me so me adwene kakra na se me so minim de kakra me wo no and I make no into bia any regional minister tem or baby ya say the bia amanfo bi e be so suggesting but moma ye ma akueku ahoro no nyom adwuma se de na make no sa pepe na be koso aka no akopem se de be ye no e be ni sa nene abejafo me no be di nkomo wo ma be ka mensa wo fia na ye be ko abefo kwan so pa ye be zoom bi na ebinum wa ha na fia tumi di nkomo ene wo ma wo studio hanom Charles Cromwell onua won to bisiu wono na woye Western Regional Secretary edema NPP wono kuria no we de me be campaign amano wono kuria no ni abre se opese wopre General Secretary ankasa wo NPP din mu nti woni dwombo adunum na de be boani won binkum so e wo ha sanso na COP Bright Odro oye nkane Director General Ghana Police Service CID Director General CID Ghana Police Service wono so ye kabambo mu nsemu a wodi regional minister commander deputy greater regional commander crime officer Borga Hif Kumasi Hifa na de be Director General CID nti ye ka ye police nsemu a wono so onimde o mo panche wono so ni nimde beboa afade mahodo bebre ho na afie ne engineer Isaka Amonkote oye local governance expert wono so ye ni bedi nkomo afa ye nsemansema wo de fa MMDC ho eno so ye behwe na yaka wansam na afie no achi no ewura Adekoka Joseph oye Greater Accra regional chairman de ma NDC wono ye bezoom no na no so ye na di nkomo afa so we sense bisi wo hantim na esinya the other side so na eye balanced. Bisu akwaba
ampocho mejodo
me ma shade nso I say on the 7th maybe there be now 9th
of
October okay enya yenti ye ma shade bre no so an say dan so ma he ya anti na ne ye nyina be beta wachi na ya ma na efe
that's
yo Director General me pacho akwaba
thank you
na bibia bokode
ya me ado
enta mo asipa ne mo mere a mo di ache ye na no pe ye we di nkomo afa o man ne kankro impuntu Mama Nshasi mfiri so Cromwell wo ya Western Regional Secretary my NPP and na Western Region so na watena bepem ne we was azipa wo mo kasemi mo ka
you azu yare soko
aha nti azipa bia obebe bia no fi Western Region no ba na so say dey betuma ka say cheda nya de pasa ewura yi samu a akwako pie mu ye hwe bra yesi yachi no wayira police for any abre is about 40 police men and na ya to amapeti baby a mo hwehwe awura ye kokote ye se ye hunu ye huna na moja wo ne ho nyinsa no eni ho nti na binum susu se bia nyinsa no kora no wo mo se o ma yiu se ye dan yiu ye nyina yesu ye sa ye koye test a o mo se first test no ewura no onyem me say oko hospital bi hospital no okoye no antenatal no so ekohwe ya eno so yesi yehu bibia o sa oba hospital all right but wan ba ho say bia nyin senti no de bae afi regional minister say ensam no nya no kore to so they should investigate her blah 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 no wonsam ene de ko bae ya ne abebe piom say second test che say ewura no onyim ena ewura na kasa so yesi o se enya de a na wonyim no ne nipa bi na bo mu ye from the beginning till now I didn't know kafa sansem
okay but that's it mechia itifu na mado ase the general secretary assembly but me a member of the party national council
okay
and the national council asham brother campaigning the dem zaman nyina ne
mamonye
oh
okay
na party dodoa na what's medjuma opedemoko but okay. Party near be break 8 na o do baby o baby obia soma
okay
nti time no do
Rebecca you me we dey me na me kan you people mo chow mo sanction no me na me kan e aha
yeah okay well that's it on the lady na some no see no first of all I kind of administrative lunch in the regional minister kasa but sometimes no in western region 3 girls na were kidnapped one do not be political that aban wines maybe na them from me basan what you it is sometimes not the man emotions album because sabio ewo na was it asana panel gid welcome kende for this no more another TV station and NDC one legal director oye amanliba mo had a breaking news ben supported Kwesifori PR no or try that watching nipa ebasa bi na be saba no nyinsa no way them statement no be na apo na NDC legal director also statement no nya no kwar na police for no akokwan bibi and was up then it means that every institutions are all the way you would need human you denigrate one nti empom kaje no onya botar na police fund when you ya because ono no ma them the 3 missing girls no obey ibyo remember that western region in canon na obi anyimo bi ani fiase si man for starting at that the impact group ba bet the whole second liter credit they were drop obi so cause also no so oko we still we na nti ye opianyo obi ana sama kenata post the obi ne girl so obi ne girl wo second liter credit but sisi ano the way at na ken one western region and attack credit why only then and I think it's partly to do the oil no we pay on because I should contribute to Venezuela, Angola, Niger Delta all the no oil no pay na kidnappings na hasn't started all over and mostly the foreigners na wobanu so na what's them subano what's it ba nti bonda bibi of the black gold and resource case I think it's one of them what's that nti I mean bibia you do I think police also do bibi pay there why I mean false as kidnapping attempts but police are stopping you know you're queen no which is the western region is the breadbasket of Ghana and the Ghana and cash cow when the Ghana resources over 60% of Ghana's resources fee. Ghana need GDP over 50%. And it's oil ne pay or na resources ne pure. Me just the idea of police for. You know what CCTV cameras are na but me just that your police now your solidify will base wo ha. Aba madam some no do wetwitwa. Be sia no so no za orient matter do say nukunupo no onyimu bi. Because in some no kokodo na what's wo hu no azim na e be am na kakra. Because be what's watch being but being so it turned out the being po only mohwe that be send fake in some to being nara ended that and fundamental the mass
na oba onyem ne oyerete na se oba na nyem onyem a se nyinsen no ma bu prekope
menya sure do
onye kakran ka nyina dum champempen so
menya sure do onye ne ti menya sure do onye ne ti bend that meeting the being po be 4 months on fan nka be sense ni nyinsan nti nti asubesia no oye beyin wagadriana matter the asubesia nang so I confess for hospital there nyinsen bi anyo ho na wonfa no bone nche ni nyina ka dem social vices because at the age of 28 years no they bodwin na Western Region John to them na sisi or pandam no me feel the ni nyina no ka security na parental control because no ma me no so was worry no frefre na no so origin banity so be so no kwariza nti ni nyina parental control na yes security agencies now yes crime akofom Western Region but extra about segment of crime but all kadam na about the so called offend or kidnappings wama zaman akai basanti amazing there I think the police no idea bo one ye born because as some see no e born was 40 police officers no deploy the one chance so why do we wait till assembly ba neighbor for police be the one call why don't we do it every day to prevent crime and district assemblies so on the CCR data oyejuma kakranka baby aircon data yejuma jurisdictions bi oha ana manaman bi edra katsina community bi ma or they can register with the district assembly another district county they organa card you day some rebi oha ye be ya ana ebe shemkina na obia move to district bi ebe district assembly na ko register there ahanamati ni fienyi either by doing that you bring your data and say I mean Mr. Justilas which is the Yura Dambucho Minister of Local Government what is the MMDC is for no about what KPIs on the pure bad district within a certain period or they are connected they can register or district assembly no there were community yenya them data na you go to me iden ya chichim crofo make UK sometime be papa be no oku prostitutes oku be 2 or 3 war mpano bomb thon baby na data na police for where was it because no one knew pakru but what CCTV what no the car be Ford Mondeo they were able to tell us that Ford Mondeo maybe at 3,000 over England na 3,000 over England 100 war the Bournemouth area 100 no so navy blue or cars no or 50 when I wrote down we na papa nangasa we you know amado we would don't know nti them kai na hwehwe and all these things were to do with the data and other information that you the information this is assembly and when you police share but as I said oboko down to phone number me then the of MTN of Ministry of Communication also be register the SIM card bill by doing that in work Ghana card will be beyond so what about police phone so we do my because you share information in pa your question and I believe that phone nanka support kasa geographical area one but to indicate once you want them data in because if you the security human on the etwen ma usansan and you sure you cannot actually security human but in zama able to be determined from actually committing crime on na which is the or the way forward for us
o kasa no kan bibi fa sa maya miensan ya wo mo yira watakrade wo kan se eno ho asem ti ne ho abehia se ebi ne political na sagana ha de bibia onu munsu kra politics bom ya yeti e baby dwun ya wo kra na wo ko kan se mu kwa so ya semese na so yo benti ye hwe okwan ifa so de handle san kwada ne case no lesan se asam no ba afoforo no ye nyanentie se nkwada na yira ye nyine hu se nkwada na yira o ye hwehwe wo mo ye hu baby wo mo wo obi anka na komanto no yam ye hu wo mo ye hu wo mo they are safe they will unite with their family very soon psychology say show my journey say baby to me aboa any somehow do be brave ko wi ase no sa abo hye ne awrehyimu ayenya ani nyina ko guye no na nkwada ne ni ho nnompe bi na yese wo moa ama ho asem no aye bibia ho bepem ene enti woje di say the way I handle issue no maya ni issue no ai ko wi ase no yenhu kwada no say physically na mo no krapan de hu ye no anyway ya ewrai so dia eno so akokosie no ema binum adwene mo nyom na say da bi ewrai asem o kan no ebia she saying that under duress ana ebia bibi na ekoso nti ama ireshemu asi enya ewo state agencies and institutions awdo mo fa hwehwemu eye ho no ebe kofam it sense the way I handle san kwala me asane de nti
okay that's on the men k 3 girls no obusua eye ho na metra sisi ana da mubusin bi na kidnappers abafa no kwa won kan che police won bo bi amande but sir so how would the police know on me patch there or there isn't zama to hwa oboboa police and other security agencies to prevent that crime now police bow out tell me the minimum some come on when you want boy police bow out back them but from what you're saying I'm thinking that maybe I know one way take more from an who state and a kidnap person maybe no police you want to casa what's what yeah casa I mean what for who state you negotiate with them or where you safe you were yeah I think police what tricks we use when you go for casa why the meaning and say what technology to come geographical area but that's sir minimum said them technology no because when you pack because maybe so na pack no onye casa no pono oh yet was my from okufori dia number by the time na obi nyon casa okufori dia dey safe or baby ana baby e be cry na pack no ja Nigeria no casa so are we able to come out with technology akade that means I mean not in some part of the data no here more from wasn't ono no do yesuanze mehen but that's one ko yi ahwe won kra nyame mfa wo kransi but at the point in the war for na police obi anya we wo parents wo report the wo badayo no police boom means the police need another penny be sorry the orbama or the adjumbon urban wa be them from one you another dabi onto them they try their best maybe approaching in one koye until make that for me in the future we learn from these things and then we put impediments in the people's way only then district assembly because here population centers obia yes you 30.8 million every 10 years a population census but echo jurisdiction be how would you know that a projection is yes okay in the next 5 years and 2% baba bottom but 2% is it really accurate? No, for me only accurate because obitanda a chan way to akata influx into Bonda district be no nipa na adoso into house and pool obey under pressure bibia facilities or not but they use district assemblies na say obia kono correct of this assembly abni yebenya information all the had the population na id 80 if you are 5,000 them say nipa 3 no what nipa 4 what because I United Kingdom I think in the month of September will be offering electoral roll a movie too if you be na register there ahanamati ono no what your akaji loan what your credit check security use obia use so I think when we have that data in the district assemblies because the MMDCs yes or juma pia way but as a KPIs and on department they will keep minimum so statistical departments and BB will keep them data police will to match them data was I juma so banks here will watch them data that's why I'm saying that the Ghana card no happen obobwa because in their call a company GRA then you Ghana card into Mumbai so I didn't na upper center they using them that's from learning from the 3 girls who was in no according in able to my fall and the police have done well because 3 girls who was seen so what's what well and 7 false a kidnapping a fall when you wage man to obviously no wound or false and the girl needs the answer so was a nipper 40 officers 40 no would go no would you wait and quorum and I had that time no work when you baby when you girl no mammy casa when you pay for casa so the police knew on your baby and over catch him but as I said saying a state yes in a bobo yan institutions no when you them data says BBA money na say men kada police will be 100% as BBA money na afi went to my age man on or negligence woman because you've been given everything to God when you employ in law when you employ people or the tools or the doing as a man yes economy on do baby we do but I believe that certain little things because yeah you know what assembly woman a fighter on mom you come on but as I said on mom na you waste the time out you nya time you just come some and you butum that people be develop a country but in wonder because are intangible but I should you say preventing na say in the mania about the economy no
what can say me about politicizing some of the issues na I remember ho na ya be doing commercial say the regional minister is the political figure in the region Intini say political figure na ekasa de fa ho a na kwakwa say the independent bodies are ye de ya mandate to so mo hwe nya adwuma no so regional minister akoka pe na akoko take some political twist bi
that I agree here 3 girls no was in scene no nya regional minister Okay. Na ono what Takra's constituency. Osi Ojogate no constituency. Girls na mko wofi. Menyu parents as regents ka yiki show na. But yeah nyen public. Atasa. But even so that end is so for work no one to wait photo. No that to the ya kasra one. Not the one or tema. But we were doing it in such a way that you protect the family. Secretly I crunching mo fi mko ni nya kro poli. I have relationship on na na able to market them ye dey another man. You're protecting the family. Now, but obviously for political experience, you know, obotwa waje ya akasan na MPP for anye. Time a regional minister of the meyin minister na kejim far ba western no okro hobi. E wona nkrofo se de da otra wamba. But atasa wamba. And I believe that okay, since assume so onye no crop people tension in brew no political no aba. By that administratively I agree with you. But to quell certain things, you know, for me in F-Trade CCR, no worse also I think they will learn a lesson from that in future, se bibiba, or they in a then yenya butter. Se police re wona adwuma or they yenya butter mon. Because one F-Trade TV nyina, one also yenyim no, obi preach the way no nanto nazen. This am so I no kwa I mislead obia. Until next time, now wouldn't need TV there kasan. E kasim be obi bejeza. Say, as a serious no police, but no show obi no witness, eyewitness one man information. I remember Obio because I'm credible. But and I believe that the regional minister spoke because of precedence. You see, at last minute, Obe regional minister Dr. Kweku Field, or was a man or Baha. But no, when there on any jurisdiction. But and that time no crown was announced. But in alcohol quietly, I can visit the family. I think it was born out of that.
Okay, me dan say ye call COP Brato Drew so that ye misa say wo de why bambo pani a be ka say ye yenhwemu hwehwemu a ache yi pa wo suahu na wo no man ga na sombo pa e wa ha ye be fia se fita kra de maya miensa no so ye de didi mu a de aba be duru ewure die a sei akoko pie mu se de report wo ba no ye report ni yate yen TV na no so bi gina ho aka UTV so ma yate no I hope say the police for nidi send the police for no ka no I no crese we na tuma ka bi ate sa the way you handle enkwada miensa ne de no say the di kan so wudim dada ye hu wo ho ye wo wa ha ye de wo beba enche ye hu wo they are safe wo beba ko wi ase no mpe ne hu ye no kra no na abusuan bi kwa doubt say nkwada no numpe no mdeba numpe no ba kwa mugiri say nye nkwada no numpe na ye dumpe fufuru bi na mudi hunu ho kakenti no they need the dumpe to go to South Africa to do their own hwe say kwala na ye omo ampa na the way you handle no and the way we are babesi so no wo ka de see ani a hunu ni sen first kwala miensa no na fie famra ewre so
you ajami dase sen korami yensano case no the EDH MZ kasa ho bibiri on several media platform MZ baby entwe yi ne director CID ko kan say kwara no they are safe and at the appropriate time they will be united with omo families e ho kitwa bi na entwe yi but no kra no na meka me koso kase Director CID, Director General CID, no what the office. And I was supervising investigations. And we need information, we need bits from the officers in our ground now investigating. The assembly kind of was born out from information we need from the investigators. We've been there before. We investigators now handle matter. You will ask questions at the appropriate time. Say DNA call, DNA aba. No mu brief nti saa de na o kan ne baby kakra bi a na nsi a say hardwin kakra especially bra yekuhu nompeni wo some what do you call it manhole bills and then nti yem fa sudi bibiri en sheda mo director general CID e bia konfo na wo grounds wo na wo ya adwuma na bia say identify but it wasn't necessary to identify anybody say or none were created that problem. And eventually, no, when say, a man na yehu manhole, skeletal remains na yehu manhole. Me ankaza me DHD, even though na me fi me DHD me ne pathologists in come about say whether say sa nkwara no sa bones no were those of the girls now Myra. Okay, say you. Nam say what they prove now. Yankasa and no so church anymore. I had no cause to doubt the pathologist. Church said name my mouth to say na a tomb. We had no cause to doubt the pathologist. Ibra about I would say those were the girls no. And not families any no. Some of us believe no more per second opinion. Meaning so many second opinion now. But once now police pathologists no aye what interest did he have? The DNT now all can be na enya no all catch the eventually who say a man omo na newo omo bones na newo manhole no more and they charge boys for murder, not even kidnapping, because murder is a more serious offense than I don't go in court. Minim see the case in area. Now no me say na politics abem because no the ocean na police for na bima all statements were made by the police concerning the girls in there. It you hold the na mean to me say politics and as a politician go mo be ruler. The American kakra after this second case no one say this one early stage in it has been unfortunate in the sense investigations were going on and a whole regional minister comes out to make a statement to the press say on the SR now sha me uti was a police officer out back who say no. That statement shouldn't have come from him because he was not investigating. It moved about PR, police or PRO. Even the doctor who did it did not tell the public, say, girl was not pregnant, the woman was not pregnant. If on the quiet side, your informal minister, definitely yes, we were head of the regional security committee, Western region, yes. We now head. Rexec, but I know say police for investigative matter. You get bits of the information and then you go to press. I know yes, now and I can prejudice the investigation. And to be honest, it was unfortunate on the part of the minister to have come out to say girl was not pregnant. The doctor had not come out to see even the medical leave for the ground. Some were PRO, but they wouldn't come out to say because the minister said no police for them. All the necessary information will go to the police, and the police for a look at what we did to know normally about Betuja. It is that aspect then the say training now say they say you know any man normal minister only had no a because it has 10,000 their minister no correct doctors normal experts and normal examine woman. I'm normal say Debbie woman on him. If your castle on him, you euphoria, need did near me, hula balu, buy. It be say, it be crackobodia, the Kusiashi from Ambodia, and then you can say, I said, BBC by seeing Yabutre. Yes, I see Yabutre. The minister should have had patience. Ubia, what Casa was ideas or banning, should have had patience and allowed the police to do the work. It is South America. The minister has been a bit fortunate because the Okano has turned out to be true. And they say lambasting condemnation. I didn't know to a chat. Now, Kasa Kobanisa, Kasa Maba.
It's a banner say, you have to say, Ubi, say, and Cressa, a ray, some Okano. Sana, etia. Na just say, Okwambisono, Wadad or Mino. Nti ano no emre bi wo ho a ye betumi di na fa so say betumi akina akoko gina ko to me ye di na sama na say bi a ye betumi ase kokobo bi ana because who share say dey si ko na yesi dey osi ni kunu nim ho hwe me ma dwunu ye me na kakra esan say be ma wo se wo ne obaate na so oba no se bia 4 months nie umfa ho enka no ana se onte wo nchen a the first 5 months in the so ne na na wo ho nti adan a obehu so anyem so who yeah 5 months no dan abom say wonyem enti e hona dwunu na kakra
just 5 months onyema o ka che ni kun zo onyem afa furo manyem 5 months be funu she dem pie papa because go cross 6 months na funu ma onya se o kwa fichire a odumuko de obey ya ni kunu so ena ma te say oni ni kunu nhye dante
yeah
ena bra pregnancy no the so called pregnancy no do advanced stage you know na o mani kunu kwan nti it's possible say obey man nye aware say ebi so na so mienu na hye da e ba ko no mo yes aso dia so mienu ora
na yehwe say what then the beba form obi am take such a decision say me wo ho me pese me bibi say for what reason
meja me pacho me ba na ubisa bibi say charge bi na
charge bi obi
charge bi on say we deceive public the seat of public officer the doctor we believe the doctors you know public officers police public officers na we deceive omti meaning say one of their charges you know the seat of public officers it me adwuma e bi so can say a publication of false news with intent to cause fear and panic me ho dey na me da to kakra dey because the panic the fear and panic no so onyim a the panic no cause to the public but no ni nyina ebe gina the advice e benya from attorney general office senior dinasi abai ese the call agent's office na agent hwe no or prefer appropriate charges ebetumi abase ebia the trauma wakom no ono an stage is there but ebia hwe senior eniema sikop by na ebetumi akazo yema no warning letter because the seat of public officer no many we ni na misdemeanor just minor offense any serious offense bia nti ebe depend on how we see it you say what that die hwe nkofo ebonua any ade nti we di no achi dia wanya na we de wako brew or something like that udi achire said as nkofo behavior area ho nyina so onyem yes 70-year-old woman be say on net no she was pregnant and that blah 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 at the end of the day when you're pregnant this say udi achire dia the because no yemfa no ho nchen yemfa no go gina court na court ni ni na make nyina say ebia ag would advise that's a tamper justice with mercy so and that is
any judge ag asamwa enye obi asam yo
okay that one worbo dia na Christian chapter atero
mo me hwe na o sha asora tade
conventional
mo me hwe video na wo mo burunia no yesi na ba ko hye ai asora tade faith to faith convention the leader of the you know say and say all bodua no kra no ewura no gina chini ka bi no say ja na me kan yesa meka na ni nyina mu no gidi say dia ye no edin ban na edema western region
on the America I think it's part of the resource case resources no abahon on because in zama ehwe say stadia it's 20 years ago na dem zama no nyi ho na yet ritual murders okay Kofi Chinto wo sehwe bekwai ema that one no so a crime in additional wa become because and I started urban sancho what it's and san oil no ban ya because a different matter but oil no ban na obebun there social vices be so amanu mudo western region sisi no obiana some obiana some because why cosmopolitan go from countries be abaho into orba so was nzama papa na nzama bon nyina na was ba kidnapping into the Ghana nyibia kamoda foreigners na that means that or bibia no alien to here na western region and now what's up nti yes orugu western region nyima se nti na make the say western region no ye Ghana ne cash cow when is Kenya fiba then you have to protect it so in protecting here terrorism butumabem because obodo baby a wo be share oil nature na resources nature no be share we pre on mo fama no I was terrorism abem na dem zamanti I think we need to start investing more into the western region security education and dem zamani na so that one will future ban when to pray on yen mofroma or dem ebunda fe terrorism or oba na dem zaman because so skinny pee or bad then people can take charge of those things. See, yes, or affect the rest of the region. Just the damn emotions in Punoma, regional minister no about because I'm so passionate about it. That when you and there stow in the air. Stow in see away from my sister kidnapping now or about autocracy. And the insecurity is too much that sometimes lady be so one bonk also what's a taxi, now was the one called for bush be now I think was a handkerchief teacher to so luckily and found the car be pay on which you know knows also because to Nigeria for Nazi and then the panic itself better paying the other fear and panic but there's panic because my cousin been about that didn't suit or do open school 2 o'clock be 4 number ni na ye mchichi bia anta fe first na nche enyimdo ofi esini fi orokwa anade but the one and the with the mobile phone no so ato mobile phone so edu at time no nche no kidnap 3 girls into bia na mchichi ana sisi ana penyin po na nam kroma dey so recently obi fi abrochi be Switzerland no na year what we be see dan we ska work at bank no be amrobesation no ekukon the bad na ehun autocratic because obia nyim obia na asem na azinti it makes it difficult for us into members are in there you hwe na ya prevented them in zaman and we in Western region they invest more into the Western region in terms of security education na them zaman nyina and I think that
COP yenim se de na make kwe on say impanifo na buom bibia na say na ansesam kra na onto on say na nkrofo bi ho na kura na say obaku se petaku bo na mafo grrr no makohye dan mu onkohye dan mu abehwa sa na petaku bi ama enti da petaku ba na aka say ya kasa petaku ba no no bi afo se petaku bi ama oba na wachi ni pa wiampa de ekoso watakrade ene ni potamu yi no security wise no I didn't say yes oman bra yenim se oil wo ho ana ba bia oil wo bia so no yenim nsama hodo a etakoso wo ne titiro bibi memu ha ana wo hwe so a emaya miense ye chi wo mu yi no abrante odi mu akoto ye chi no ofi oman a yenim se oil wo ho a o madwuma mu ye ne so fo ankrofo no mu ana ye kwachi otakrade bibi oil wo ana o mo so kwachi fa ankrade no mu nti ade na say se ye so oman se de be ya se bia nipa bi adwenbo ne bi po so me bibi atisa no a etumi nyeye
already there esi nansen ono the MCB be no afrim because from all indication am say ono na
why na there
ono an why na there nti say ono person oye bibi obi person oye bibi tse na ewura ya no matter what security arrangement you put in place e bia untumi enye honhwe because no ankasa and why na dwen so be yes ade no name generally no e bia say you beef up security that visibility, police visibility everywhere in Takrady. But the problem I want to say, you know, police for the North be and one must spread out evenly. And you know, I just say you boost to police numbers. Now you are spread out. The other you say you use more intelligence assets like CCTV cameras. I cry between CCTV cameras be even you see and say MZ Robin crowd say MZ cameras in the capture those footages now you they said Takrady any areas are so busy any baby and nyuma ba man ko for ba ho bebre ni na they say it to me install a lot of cameras there and no na make intelligence assets be to me pick up intelligence because who be now kwa e be twa na yet to me they are investigating and I'm say education, public education about what to do and what not to do in these areas. Them say we know you keep a bit to me abu akakra. Ama yet to me prevent a lot of crime.
You share the kind of police for yenya. The kind of police personnel sir yenya. Esan say ono na dwuma ne say obi kodi bone a no akwachi onipa no kodi bone no. But then the day the baby say na nipa bi wo hwa wono kura ye police ni ono se usumi bwa me kwachi nipa bone ni no ono kura ka nipa bone no ma ya akokodi bone e wo mu se betu akase ye nyom nyina pepe de etu gidi se police for na kasa no e de na se orientation be na se de ma omo e de na se ni nya qualified and properly trained policemen a wo mo de omo nim se ye wo gidi omo se adwuma no be ye no omo ye adwuma de aboma no ho ban
I'm saying in the first place, recruitment into the police service, is very important, very key. I'm saying it's at some platforms here, now I'm sure concerned so much about the manner these days, the way you recruit to police for. I'm saying you recruit to police not through the back door, and now we can protocol. So qualify now you qualified by police standards. Near foul there. You know what can be whether you came by the back door, you came through protocol or whatever. Or qualified by police standard. Police standard ABS Usubank kakra to attest to your credibility. Maybe our height, police here now you're concerned about height and so. But even these days, he said height matters so much. But still, we lay emphasis on height. 5'8" for man and 5'4" for woman. 5'8" or more for man and 5 feet 4 inches for. Obi baby say na height, no dey na height be to make a policeman efficient or effective. But that is police standard that you use in the past years. Recruitment should be very key. As you fakwa mpaso, you fawa ya veto, you busy baby you fee, you who say say akwa we there, ni who so ni who ni asem. And son we do akwa training. After training also no, we police now say in service training regular. Na you be more for orientation, be more na uti police adwuma na se na hu se ne se oni community na wom no relate in terms of policing. Nti education recruitment process and make education recruitment process ni nyina very important na deployment so make visibility maybe a problem areas hotspots crime prone areas. See to me identify crime-prone areas. Now to me make police presence more felt in those crime-prone areas. It's up to the police to me identify. Yes, say na ye patrol akeke. These days in modern police, they see identify hotspots. Now ye more intelligence-led patrols or more intelligence-led policing. And no be to me aboama ya reduce crime. But as I said, we need to beef up our numbers. You see, police numbers, you say for 5,000 this year. For 5,000, the ratio of police to national population will still be much more than 1:500. So he says we are around with a population of 30,000, and then we are about population of 30.8 million, and they are about 33,000. We are inching towards 1 to 800. I see it to me even below 1 to 500. 1 to 500 a minimum UN requirement. You see it to me even 1 to 300, 1 to 400. One policeman to about 400. Yes, your numbers no so. It be we to me exert control on whatever we do. If we are a policing a demonstration, in some areas, for a demonstration, police for a diploma also in demonstrators. And you say, numbers no instill fear and instill discipline in whatever the populace is doing. The numbers are important. Two, I see the resources. You can be about intelligence as make CCTV cameras. You hear be like tracers that be a did carry o car one object one a transmitted signal to police. Baby will be no to me transmit here to police. No tracer. You trackers. And also you leave marks behind that car. Police be to me a tracker. Now these things for years now, you see how important they are for investigation, investigation and intelligence gathering. Who here by now, we will tools like that. I have aid in our investigation and intelligence gathering. A lot. There were so many criminals that I identify. More committed crimes. They been more prison out. These are people that. Kakre bi no must go back to crime because omo abadwuma be no me bibie no job for them, and even the system no kra no does not allow
accommodate woman
criminals say mo adwuma I just say bia wa ba ye adwuma it wa ba Oni adwuma ye, oba no adidi, oba go back to crime. It is ankrofo ni nyina na efi prison ba na see etumi nya system bi a as police and prison authorities to me transit. Anybody who committed a violent crime or go prison aba, the chances are that he will go back to violent crime. It in all ba no, as etumi monitor no. Na etumi ehu ba bi o de o ye ni nyama, but them says that thing is not there. Kwan e be fa so monitor criminals are almost serve sentences almost ba out. Ubeti na esi o obi akoye robbery. Ye yi ni fi prison ma ebi obi anya what do you call it? Just pardon. No go back to robbery. Ni akoko so na nzan bi e beba so. Ye akoko so na nzan. You would believe say or you wouldn't believe say it could be the work of some of these convict prisoners or some of these prisoners who have served their sentences and are out, or some of them who had pardon are out. It will be important. Monitoring criminals, especially those who have had brushes with the law and have served some jail terms and they have come back. Monitoring is very important, and they can be monitored with some of these things that I mentioned, traces and trackers.
Yeah, basa some so person say no yasem hia pa e bedo mo su kopa robberies e koso e wo man mu no bibia hu hia pa say no ye ka wasem ko akiri ye pa say within a week no yesie nyina no eyade a ama yam hye kakra tumi ba pa na ya tumi afi na ya kwa ama no so ne ne engineer Isaka Amonkote so eni koma kakra oye local governance expert na eni koma kakra na yonti no so na dwenkyere eno achi no na yasan ba na abusuafo studio ha no enso ato so edo mususu enso atumi aba engineer Maachi
ya media
na apomu
me ye
the radius eso akwasha kwa na bi ntu antumi ama
no kroni me baby am share no undisclosed but me hwemo
yeah that's the pass wo hwe yen jo
mechia commander Bright
okay
chat the Canada Bright shiada
oh okay yo engineer yeah what the mamini kind na me misa wadwen po na so wadwen e wo takrade nsami hu esanse ye dan a takrade locality issues bi ati say no ema ho no nankasa mpuntuo no ebi asebe kan ro negatively and positively no e ka local governance ho ewura ne suban a anasensem esi wo takrade ene say no development fofora ebe ni nasefo no wo hwe a ensunsaso ben na enya e won potem ho
Meko support to regional minister no on the social media na adapa ntwa me no enya me na makuku edu a kan se mira o social media ho etense ya polarize o no emwate ya polarize mo
engineer what da ma no page on kakra man yan why
okay but just ya polarize o man no akoduru baby a ya chiche o man no akoduru baby a on the political party front no one point secondly you know c'était political parties no omo empinimfo ana obi a president apaw no saafo no ye afa wo mu nyina ma obi a oye na dwuma kra kasape na ye huri akoso ni political party a owo mu anu ama oman no aye bibibi wo seriously speaking no o share the senior crime airport. People easily read meanings, political meanings into it. And the papa because who share the Commander Bright share the standard operations of a police station, for instance. I'm a police report or more operations in that same. counter NCO or transfer obi complain beba. Camp officers were and some of that or more money. So police report there were in a backroom, a share the room. Some police no more. Because me share system now, because the enemy your communities mean you need baby to be with what here our more. You baby a protection for war or more day we after protection almost war. You baby a could take for war. Yenim pinitinu uko akanu town uko but yenim obianim. So what is the police system doing? Oh, yenim na I didn't quite I just will be sorry by your complaint. So what is the police doing? Me debi am doing one me nyam me ntia here and a bright wo obetimi akire mu because debi someone here ko su nyina no emfa say yes so see ka ho yet mamufo no because akonfo no yes ye ne omu nete bititi efie last year oh baby ye chi konfo bi na 40 next house to my house not yo I was shocked sana wa copies in grabber and also you and your chain. But what I'm driving at is data on criminals, you know, and what is the police doing with the number 1 to 200? But if the police is not proactive, because I don't know how, maybe the laws too must be, they want to say laws, no, be big kakra. Because, Nansenya, the who concerning motor I don't know whether it is true because the way I see we achimota we see waha I mean let me feel so more active because sadly ni na no motor for etwemu no police to me apprehend omo and search omo by something must be because you have the laws you have everything but because in Kobo Bebe Nam, I say, kindly a two a woman or the Timoto, so then we know them. So why is the police not getting this information? Finally, to narrow it down to the lady, one say, send a mechano, Yang Timamufono, yes, social activities, I polarize it to the extent that. Onipa na ade na waye no kra no enye no because official dom no ewo afabi no everybody see them as officials as some liars or some people who must not be trusted because as some ICC say yenina nim say ye hwefam sa oba timi di bibi eche na fusu sa na or there 3 stages from day 1, day 2, 3 months there, 6 months there, and I find out there. Issue I come what I mean. Obian to me in country, I say, antenatal no okono, and the papers in here. And one say, the pushing, and on him. Police actually will say, and a minister will say, he is in charge of the region. He has been following this case from day 1. Up to now, Opano on him. Oh, original minister, that we called him by Wajin Nation home. And they say, Omo Grumia, Omo Muya, Domu, I put in him. And I'm a kind of say, Copem wants them to support two original minister or social media. Now, and trouble, me. Near me, who said, Nicoya Sadian. But I have to do it because. It is very simple. Nipano onima opportunita yamani doctor Eshano 9 months. There is a gap. Ubian me mekase okwa limu ni za so krameti say in the card no the hospital no kranta ma ye no na ekudan. Can you imagine? And the usu a ukunu no okunu so no oni na kitio so what in him I'm in you so to be you sir has not come up And then you are adding on to the volatile situation, supposed volatile situation of Takrady. Because Obia say Takrady the and Takrady the end. Meanwhile, no, we now back to see a empty. So what do we do?
And to say a den necessary yes sir or mine esan say we shall say the see koya as we speak you know mention as a bamboo for and I say a bank catch if we create nya womo and no so betime play role I was sign my name yakoso ihu ana
omu nyina no say na nika no ya politicize your front no do top even local government wey me can't be mo frɛ me a me kyerɛ mo say local government now are politicizing or no. And no crime is a disaster. As soon as we see a minia but there's nothing wrong if we politicize it. There is something wrong. There is something wrong. Because an historical antecedent now. After for any share, what of the fragmented people who came together by the help of the British and Kwabena to form a unitary state. And the Guams were there, the Akomus were there, the Akans came in, the Northerners came in, the Elders came in, the Gans came in, and we formed a country. And it's a polarizing through political means. I was talk, that's fine. Yeah, the local government more. Now you share them. People must think deep. But they don't care because probably they are in office. But they are no say they are near so piano at a certain level. Near party. If they do baby no, assembly no abeka ebe pass because who katana himself a party A dada. Who katana himself a party B dada. Mitimi katawo baby obi tijo papa we NDC ni. Which me kata o baby to obi to us papa we NPP ni obose o my confused because that is what the person is expecting. But o my ni sikano yan two a sikanity NDC and yan two sikanity NPP even if we want to do it that way we have to know how best we can do it and kofa Emma because you're a human being. And America, how much democracy here? Trump will be going. Who send Kamu ya say with Sir uprising, you know, Mkoye. But after no more sorry, and who's the end? I do wait, I will say a punishing if I do. Because a good person will be almost in here. And a year, a penny, yes, Kakakri, and yet, or my new, will be Kasa, or you say, or Kasa, or you say. Meanwhile, at the end of a personal enemy, a better than this, because BB first MY now. A man say, catch for ya, such a power from January up to date. Who could a chair? Obizio and Chai, or Muya, a assembly in year. What are you talking about? Because somewhere setting almost aside, you know. There was a letter. And said they can't take policy decision. It goes to tell you, said, and you in acting. Because who acting assembly in members don't go to by the constitution. And the acting now acting who took out the acting it's in a president super a light. And the decisions be what on to me taking. Defend what you can defend. But don't throw that into our eyes to say, assembly or here you and then Kawunya. So I didn't think I will appoint them. Then let's go run for 4 years without MCs. If that is the answer. No. We must find out. And we regional ministers are forcing assembly members to accept them. Why? Why? Accept you. No. The assembly members, you know, in the next 1.5 years, you know, almost the elections. I was so timid, 30 how is he going to help him in this? And if I know what in Abano, party for now pushing on out in Abba. sɛ wɔyɛ obi a wɔnom wia yɛbɛdɛ ne ɛho obi a ɔyɛ crop yɛbɛdɛ ne ɛho the assembly members must vet the person before they approve or reject him but deɛ ɛfɔ so wɔ mo o na monye ne saa mo yɛakyɛ dodo how ɛno nso so pii
sɛsi a wɔn mo to wɔn so aba yi no ɛde na yɛnhwɛ kwan ɛsan sɛ yɛkeka kwan afia na ɛbaa ne sa ɛsɛ assembly no bi wɔn to koraa ebi a first one enye ye second enye ye third enye ye ansa na wɔn de foforɔ aba nsɛm ahodoɔ bebree ɛno no
na ka process no ho and the people should allow the process to go the process to take off ma hu sɛ yendi wakɔpem anko ye miɛnsa bi akoturu yɛnkɔ that is the process but we should allow the process na wa we be reject you no ya reject you na president for fraba because nipa ni nya onye yetimenu ha so be kaya MPB ka kire yen say se oba kobo adwaman a yan siw na bo okay na no sadi pa no onu ni believe no ne baby and religion no or the lanko kan ama Ghana for nyina agiati ye reject it totally sani pani say no okodani MCE wo be dia na fi an reni ya ye beba no na what therefore because it is belief and if you know the president say any party for no she nipa ye de nipa ye intimate for no ya ntoto na no ya assembly message na ye ho no an hwese nipa no ya na onya na say si president na ya no kwa momfa no kwa o di no kotena o na si ukwa assembly member ukwa ko atase OMC na wanya na ukwa na se oso oni ukwa ho ne secretary so mu no ho na obehu se uje no tumu anase na ye anase wo reject na ye so let's do the right thing but the number assembly members must vet the person or who so yeah they should look at his technical knowledge, his financial management, his human relations, and then the general overlook of the person. Yeah, share or yeah, Montomano, Niana Yajuma. As simple as that.
Engineer Jenasona, Yabasamba Hobio, a chas, my memory also not yen share. Assembly said before Samuel or the Abamu Ukraina, a man assigned before for Crano. Wakwaye or Manuni. Na omem so me abako sem kura no ababia maya abankrachefo ni yi na chese de wetie ebi se enkampuntu nhye emampuntu ko assembly ni ye adwuma na sefo by in reality no ebi tuma ka se ginasie bi wo ho a wo mo act into there's no way say on betumi esisa gina no e say yi wo mo no so no afi na assembly members be to mo so aba na ye wo September October November na say December na say afi no akwa kugu anisa ye say ni we know and sure man in konechi e wo kwan bi so
okay that's it I mean jin do twman konechi on them president Otto Abama 2016 Obam 2017 also in by that point or appointee nominatee MMDCs are no nyoni ye jumada at that time no reference point in then constituency names but what about region name you have it on your brown names no select now 4 years no Ghana for another 4 years now he's worked with them for the past 4 years until I don't what vet one a jumo way I mean don't know chrome because most of them know so 4 years KPIs the meeting in no idea to about because in as MPP yes a break 8 a break 8 na local governance account na oma among mpuntuba nti that means no went through we just the consultation this one papa because say you 4 years now idea be sign for be something for the way you man okra them now whether it is affecting development or not, no, I do not believe so because on the policies, no, from the last government, into most of them, no run. New policy behind there, okay the MMDC in Katano or to me because on the anti-master will be better okay them assembly bay now MMDC near to crane also on to me here because I'm in an acting capacity. No, BB them because all the policies were running from the previous administration. BB to CCN which is there when na ye you no assemblies in Bejona too. Then if new policies, but because manifesto are yet to fund from 2020 elections, it's a consolidation of the previous one. Because one book like a CBA, it was consistency. Zaya came there be an honor and also consolidate the leadership of service. It is a okay bia when two men make decisions at Derby or manifesto na carry forward na year. And to going forward, I think that to curb crime and them development and new MMDCs yawabe, it's a new policy in Sigba or the follow up with the previous one. That's how I see it.
Okay. Well, yamra asama me say I the mood do am for the messages bebre about Facebook e beje brene ya kenkan kakra stam go so no na yenhwe ye be hwe videos ba mienu bi na videos mienu ye be hwe no e be gina de see e wo achimota heya eye awiakete enya najo na ye be de ka hwe sa video no na eno achi eno nie hwe video no awura na ka no on say obi ko gina ho ai say oton ade and na first motor buy second motor buy third motor buy fourth motor de achiri nti bi o hwe bi arrow no wona first motor no o si form no and odi tuo until last motor no bedru ho no oh and na second third motor no so atwituo enti won so oba bi ti we so ohun ya no de brewdwane ye na motor ba ko no so de otuko ye and na oji sika ne fie awura ne nsam and na hwe ayawia kete and na wo mu kuratuo e wo ka kwan finfin a otu hu se akokoduro and na wo de ye de wo de ye no akokoduro pa and na wo de ye de wo de ye no enti kwahye bisa no ebebe enan one eye den na mrante no hu se awura no akwesika obanko two we shared a video we so akwesika we so akwai west small and omudi na chia di etuo and I will share motor no so a still motor 2 nipa 2 na so enti nipa 4 first one no and na disika no omuji wi a no moko na we no adi akire no mu nyire kurekuretuo we share we na AK47 the esi watch motor no e pump action gun and no mo de call yemisa say wo mo ye de hunu say asemasi obenten akoko esika dodo sei de esi okwahye ma ne kwa bi say papa no ebonu ku no eye de no bu say asemasi ko esika sei anase sei de to shimi no etuo no omunya etuo no sawe na bag ben mu na etuo no sha wo mu twam ne ehu atade mu na ewo 2 3 akokodu amode yesade no ede na ka kire oman no say daylight robbery esanse na say abulon fan ya police ni ekunu na ya fu sanka bia na mabekọ fom kakra but to say we no abane abaochinechi abaje say etoatoso bang fortunately amanfo camera ne nasefo tie na first one the CCTV camera need to be captured say na the COP can say yenya CCTV cameras ni bia but now why in particular they see war directly opposite Unity Oil no with the show look at the number of cars na ewo di fa so a wo mu ekọ tema I saw mo ba ye apenkwa abranti ogina ho say den noton wakoko gina ho hwe moto first moto no bae no hwe so no bae obegina ho din asim so wonye hwe wo gina traffic light na so nti wagina and na third moto no so bae ono so bae no so gina the other side asif say light no so na omoko and na we see ye no okuratuo and lady no so lock on the car I don't know the tie ba sa eti wa ho say back on the reflector motor second one is reflector and two say third motor no they offer our car anymore no obo wetuo obo back motor no obo back tuo wow ɛna hwɛ ɛna okura tuo no krom finfin COP apenkwa heya
ebi nso si temanra the same
the same thing ɛwɔ tema
10:30
anajo
anopa
you see that the enim san robbers omo ye adwuma anajo but say no anya fie mu no mokɔ ɛkwa ho ɛnura anajo ma enwumere ma me bi nso ɔno nso asofa ɔno nso adi ne dwa wi a de seto sika awogo ɔmo gye ɔmo kra de ɔmo kra account registered car ɛna ɔmo gye office can ba office can wo mo won sika ɛna ɔmo gye ne sika nura anajo ɛna registered car no dv po ɔmo de kɔ COP what is going on
uhwe send ɔmo si commit oye crime here 2000 hono broad daylight robbery ɔmo target nkofo mako is cow bank atai is style atai ni style no ɔmo robo quite a number of people now the crime first one is ɔmo ko na bank those days they ɔmo ko na bank one ma and that's ɔmo ko is can so no ya na sika no wood na the doso nti you ko is can na say o di go Ghana must go bag no ma na ɔmo adi wachi a say no ɔmo di we no machi na at a convenient point no na ɔmo across so na ɔmo atwitwi na ɔmo fire in broad daylight in full glare of other road users na ɔmo afa sika ndeko saa na ɔmo yɛ in those days nipa bebre cheche wo mu nyina ebi ko prison ebi aba so utum se sadia na esan ba bi wo no etimi metu ana medwen se are these convict prisoners are discharged you release wo mo aba atai people ni bi no mo start yes sadia na me ana medwen sa na another group of people who mo betumi yes sadia ye okay police man lo say na o mu kun no o Kolebu side hall now we have about 4 people, 2 people on motorbike. So I go phone there, maybe information it says omo nya tie in kofo ni bia. Ba kwa ko prison but omo nya tie in kofo ni bia. Omo so di bullion van na chi sa in this same manner. And now omo cross we na omo issue to maame no. Maame na me say one of them maame ni one of them. Maame no omo shoot no ni one of them ti no omo ko maame na bia nko omo nko. It would say 2 groups of people possible suspects. Either the remnants of Atai himself is in prison. Remnants of Atai group will be now say, and now says uncle for because them the same modus, the same style. Omukra AK-47, they are doing it in broad daylight. And you can't discount the fact that Kofua omo emboldened, omo robbery natural omo courage. Because we are fresher. To me, and yes, robbery. In the other person police for the remnants of Atai group, no. And these days, you are jankophobia, ebi no anya pardon, ebi no anya amnesty, ebi no so at the muama yen trial mo you home dockets near identino, ebi ana justice for all, affect to na omoaba out. And I make a zango of way in our mobile number. And normally violent criminals there, it is likely said they will go back to crime. In this uncle of witness here, sure. And then I make us say to me monitoring system. This uncle of winning, especially robbers, are almost for one reason or the other, to be on trial. Near more back because ABR or more than much, it will be to me them 8, 10, 12 years in a trial near. And at some point, they be a judge crowd in the case, no, we are said we're free. And now police investigate 100 cases we're free. Yes, now be to me at the house, you are in Franco court. It did not justice for all the Kwane Akofe. Oh, I call them 8 years. Why should we continue to keep him in custody? Maybe a jail. Some of one see a jail, ma. I see a monitoring system. And I mean, police and prisons should come together. I say prison may be able to provide information to police. Say any power on this day and that. Ne baby jano. I see who baby or costa. I see whom the family. Now you can be bizarre. It is a bad say you the picture. You the profile police profile completely. Now maybe the phone will be used near the maybe I catch us say who change your phone now. You need to tell us. Oh, no, monitoring system beyond them. Near to me, they are tracking them down. When some of these crimes are committed. Because we dream one here. Tema 10:30, the same thing. A normal robbery. Today I dream, me shut time and not DNC, wager there na me hwe I compare with Tema say wager there ni see earlier than Tema there na and I say Tema there ni see first na from there omo ba wager nso a na wo bi say bibi say eya dan no omo hu say onipa na ko iska madika ka ba ko one ya na omo gojejina banko na omo hwe nipa na oko iska no uji iska na omo robo o banko wa o ombedi wachi ya kusi baby a omo hwe say ha de ibetumi arobo and am say no ya try style and a two insider information it is possible say be a bank worker no be betumi information e be a bank workers ni bi on be on oye libra or now oye jma bank either say libra or whatever watchman security man whatever betumi am information na omo be target no omo arobo and na bi on so a be by chance omu twemu na omu ahu se obi akoyiska na bi omu adu achi na omu abefa omu abajusika sa ayiwe nu na ese yetumi protect victims potential victims omu ekoyiska especially as scan doors na ko omu tumi inform police say na ebia nanka ibetumi escort man na police betumi abo man no mo abo kwami so but the most important thing about how to get these armed robbers and eliminate them, because if we one of the strategies in crime prevention is incapacitation. Say na be betumi eyi sankofu enyi na afi ono muntumi enko ye de omo ye
be say hwe video ni ye pa look at one more ban hwe first motor na abebe gina ho yi first one oba pe eno gina edin ena bako no so fie akire ba ena we so de ogina opin ena wo de fie akire ba de eba sisi a ne ye de oba ne te so no na obako sha reflector
oba ne
automoto so
na car na
a car so mo say car so de akire eti none of the cars wo so board one say 4x4 no ono du ono wa fa nchen kroko wo say we yitio ohun say the wall left na yitio ni ti no ofa nchen wo ko hwe okuta tuo mo ye we nyina no just obian to me
there may be say car no de nna na oba ne tim
white car no na oba ne tim and o maje eyi na fi so mo ko back ni hwe video no na ye nhwe ni ye pa ye ko we first car no lady na abegina no lady no do crazy car na abegina no and na first motor na eba no wo mo ono no koji iska do ti motor na chi no koji iska no and ono be park din and na second motor ba and na last motor third motor no and no crazy ono so so bie fa passenger door no and na last motor no de ono e passenger bi onam no ba bi keke etu de hwe no hwe reflector and oba bi tie akire etu we koyi sika no a oba no hu ya pe and on do sidwana dwane ye won be so oba no be si adwane o sidwane ye no esa so hwe reflector etu won so watutuo watu bakuno tuo I don't know say no afu se bi so ye police
oba tumi inform o ndi so ye lock cross o
eno mo jipua eno mo koy cars gina chire cars na benkunu nifa obi tumi anja hwe obi tumi aka hwe say na ti oti obi eso so
mo tumi nya hwe because we are see and from 2000 all banyina omo ayi we are 2000 up 2008 until ye chia tie 2005 and daylight robberies we stop work akra na say baba akra 2010 ho baba akra di nyina na suspect say atai nkofo ni bi no mo yes because we no got to be specialize in the kind of robbery na in my friend mai he is dead now ono the ono hotels no ba no because bibia say ni ade no aba robo wa treat you no robo no ko ma wu obi nya shooter no mu kun to obi a on obi robo filling stations ebi robo daylight robberies omo target omo akoyiska back to obi a na because we are tie style and then the investigation must
we question on share mask we no em say no mon share dan share mask
so you so emboldened you courageous the investigation must be linked with when I'm say the remnants of Atai is in prison now ABA and say me kasa bebre police for can liaise with prisons prisons one no a lot of information from. We see we na prisons for no information the data because omo sika omo agi omo nipa ni bi o prison omo be kwa command sika omo be fa commission command sika ni bi omo be fraka say o na ya operation ya successful. It say prisons the police for no kaboma. They can get a lot of information from the prisons. Now come out to media who say go for because we dey no home anime. But temade ne ba at least you send your material kakra but enim na you tema pictures ne ba na o share now the compare we now share resemblance be to me say the same group of people na but who to me say it may not be two more groups it may not be more than two groups of criminals NASRD all over in Accra and Tema. Now be say a tuo nso ba bi omunya tuo ni fi say police no mku no mfa ni tuo ko it is that this weapon can be used o ma jiji nyen nkwa na yaji police vote yaji police vote some time ago and this AK-47 have never been recovered they could be used in some of these robberies e bi nso to me fi boku kreba boku
no be boku
o ma ko tonom dia ba enya wa makra the case no many trace no robbers ni use no there and say you be one because omutuminya by snatching from police officers on duty by snatching from the kai obi Alfred Zeme of course snatching custom officer be AK-47 the 2006-7 there about eti when the nyama omu wo kwan om beji police ni won very very alert and yeah up to one no ma beji too.
Jacqueline Adubofo said, Kwabena, I definitely think these daylight robberies are committed by the foreigners in the country, especially the Kwabena. We were here in this country when we heard they break prisons in their country, and up to now we've not heard anything about that again. And when they come, they influence our youth in doing bad things. Citizen Kwame said, don't allow them to ride freely without proper documents. That is the police for no. Inti ne binom ka say sa moto nsem manpenida da mahama kan say obe legalizing na we regulate no so brena say to me bi sa an so bi abetena moto so keke no nam be bi keke na eno asem ba ko onua wonto okay obi ka say o man no there is insecurity
yeah
woni be ya adwen
there are comparisons after yearly. I mean last time I had police where breakdown of murder cases watch region by region we see in your damn information able to is a decision but regulation legalization of aim so on the DVL where the margin I don't see how you could regularize another area or not your population of motorbikes and doors because SAP now one thing you can. Let's say number read BB social media man for because from ended that number you know how do we stop these things? One, some jurisdiction the bond that we J ska P quick ska keswa bank. MD manama minkite ska. If you have 100 Ghana, be a baby, but it be some move fondo. Nam's be transaction be that. And only one here and your bank huge sums of money because in the technology you pay them to be able to buy within the shortest possible time. By doing so, not a boy police and so now the Indian when you join because I share system now your employment deficit. So remember the opinion can now them employment deficit on yonder no starting on the Kwame Nkrumah time no the Ghana population is 6 million. Abroad no convergence KP. Area na under Jerry Rollins, diversity implementation. It's about over 100 state agencies. Yeah, then or diverse one, 500. The agencies in now, I had replace one. It's abnation, a big gap. So them companies put a offer 500 over 100. Oh yeah, I guess. Not that time. Next is your population so 30.8 million. Now, for the past 2 years, the population is 24 million. And is a bit 30 million. So we have a big deficit. You know, I'm not worried about the margin. Human gradually, this the abandoned amount through policies no obiara be nyebia but even one prepare one one go school tell them okay the prison aba and the prison itself is to reform you so that when you come back into society it to my BB are useful to society inteko so abrochi na dem dem na on what system ye until prison creatum su adwuma bi ebekruma na abe and your system bi so aka the prison ba or be of tax system what about tax into a geographical area bia for some years no we monitor should we bring something like that because all the gadgets police we gadget or them no we detect crime because saka the prison aba na watch people upon the moment you watch no or trigger no one there we fear say I don't know so called two tre and the demand no bunyas in bia because utum show movement say property to have credit into not so we ex-convict no way them pa movement be a crime ni see yebo na be so the na ye den ho at this point in time and all these things so all these things are important but no more doing how are you be as no obi say okay them that yam ban offending motorbikes usage for 3 months economical obi na economic activity obakan me to me say okay e won dey be wow wa brand wo motorbike no what do delivery for and these people are boy economy papa dispatch riders because as an chase taxi be far obezi 2 hours motorbike motuma you didn't
so cross sometimes so two kana o car traffic chop between airports plane between just so between
me but on so I know it dangerous man I'm no dey fifientam because Dania last week wo Flagstaff House Jubilee House anymore obi wo ho obo lady on the teach on helmet obo rider and we were the ho too and all these things ye pekona ye bahwe ni aye but the best one will be mun do biza to also the at each point in time you make sure the nipa could not say motorbike that I think will help because into me get AK-47 and ride motorbike at the same time.
But that's motorbike and so maybe no actually say the power upon us na so.
No, it is said you go to the regulation about for some time.
Say regulation be the regulation say and indirectly no we are legalizing and regulating. The same thing baby.
Yes, on the patent legalization and regularization or but this is for special purpose. The crime rate will control. Most of the people are where hasn't with the motorbikes when use cars. So them are each point in time, nipa could know about motorbike delivery for no work on away or essentially juma way was work on them. They be a nipa could not and I'm mobile. So them are say you would be into that. Or there will be some questions, but for some time no motorbike nipa could pen on and to make the pump action gun, then ride at the same time. No. On your convenience. That these are things that the measures are able to because here they are so brave to the point that police headquarters name video could be on the police headquarters opposite fire service forest bureau no police headquarters would do now where you robbery what where you two what and you can't believe it but say maybe also and CCTV no yenyan pia and alarm blow from police headquarters no to trace one but you know why because we to market as police headquarters anymore one so it gives that motivation to others there now headquarters now baby I want way more now for my baby and they're taking I mean it's a mockery of the police but that's that within their jurisdiction I say do they have maybe a CCTV across because around that area is a security zone for me it's a one put on embarrassment be about tell them my can or yeah we say camera score or yeah national security office no so they just stop it so I am saying that there means the main problems when we have them here how do we deal with them I think that we should regulate the Kadan laws but for some months nipa kro pen on because the delivery for no one was away here nipa kro or you need delivery no aba or yam from motorbikes in amnesty yam from bia no famra na yen hwe yen code on so reflected be her and the way about one numbers because you know how to change numbers it's okay am put motorbikes traffic but to true no we go all these things other countries the motorbikes would do traffic like obi agina but I had no odo anu afib no roko and these are causing accidents and all that to conclude on that and let me feel that one here nankasa na woni panonsan try to move, not to move with less cash, because in the interoperability aba me pay them transfer is come wa mutu me use phone na me internet na them it from bank po send email where obi o want to me email no, but from bank no once we identify down but transfer ni pa kuni scam na state na nkasa so nazam ye beef police na apa na regulation DVLA young born no for regulation that say bia nipa kro no nta motor bike at all times we can do that. It's important then you be an exam because the man or affect the economy yeah foreign direct investment to foreigners in bra won be invest na them if the crime rate no record them now obi tell some bagana bi in the say what share investment we in Nigeria film obi apedo ko boy business we in Nigeria film because kidnapping crime rate also and most of them are coming to Ghana and say the man dey pado ha oba affect the economy not the employment eventually in
as government, you know, what exactly is the government doing to ensure society may be to be free? Say, me who be the yamo shame kakra. Maybe they scan cry say na mo na magoko yi na o to be that say kokko bibia o better tanaji. Enye yi. Na so obi wo ho a hwe papa ya yikun umkun say. Wuti enye yi a ombekun. Wo discuss but we discuss na mama ko all right.
Yes.
But bibi to abanti mama.
Yes.
Wo so ono nim say okwe no bibia betumi asi.
Yeah.
I'm a forecast that there's insecurity, breakdown of security, security. Can one some a dear partner government ye. I bet you when you marry, she must say, a dear ban ye dear, can be asono. A man say, near Mecosia Brassi.
Okay, on the means of one mark, but I can insecurity. To them, I'm brother pink, and I was so state. First, no coffee, a number. What I'm robbing, no be fee. On a hin or cod. Pochasa. So 100 na yenya 5 so ina be kro insecurity etu fi no ebubuabo mpotwa atesa umba na mo from nyina wo after that no it affect the family mpotwa atesa recently minimobi also oto yibi one baby onye naso abasra mo hwe TV ano wo boyro AK40 on bank krama what is on was for TV na bibia was okre okay now on a hino si nipa hin wo fi no okre I believe that see one only because insecurity in high because easy to them former CID boss king. Also, it could be that nipa ka crave no way wo modus ni. Why ex-convict? Waba way the ntebia nipa 10 be the work street as no way. Na them crime no way ontumi ye nipa pi which is true because all the confusion besi. Ehun nipa work e dey. Nti I would believe that I dey so we change your modus na sisi wo center banks then it means that banks also or do they say if you be iska over a certain amount bank botuma abone with this kind of akobi be order to kwana because say e be our pedal customer no tona then you have to have a mechanism that will be scan okay as okay infa security
just when him na tia maybe say question say na wo kasa wo say enkane no na the dodo na wo soro but say no be a swati.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Your father say Bianca na was soro, but say swati. And can you can once a minute? Na ye social media, a bema ade aqua virus ade and the equi.
Exactly.
Sadia is see ye a war achimotaha. And it see ye a war West wager honomono. And on social media, we are seeing now.
Exactly, yes.
It's and no more money and yet whom I say a back. Palm investment in investors in 10.
Our advantage and disadvantage, yes, so go to my palm investors because it can cockroach biada. A internet to the bar, a crime either. Over catch the crew were kidnapping papa. The Nigeria could be also the kidnapping. It's our to can in your information over it into a big side uncle. Again, that with that information what happen. Say invest an Ghana, no okay, where a daylight robbery, Ghana data. You have avenue that we use technology and I'm business. Into mean case so through the social media and information, that's the advantage of it. Another advantage in CCN, I don't know cover say CCN yershe. Nti yershe na me menya addition there. Say more drive na mukudu intersection there. Or them around me. Say me na kita car na mush around na mu the people cause suspicion and I me pa at me suspicious if you are mafrobi another mapekwan bi do na me fio so into the social media bring a lot of advantages to us because say nyim na nto osa na we see no obi anyim to now it's educating us. I mean, Mr. Amaka said, a man, Abazinorio, Aban is in the Obeshe institutions, Kena, only police, military, what you want the way of friend, but the whole thing is to deter them from crime. On the make in the probability aba. Sika, me move escape. Banks no so no nasa obey that is called for a certain threshold or double ball. Now, eko enyim no so DVL institutions now obaba together work okay. Say CC motorbikes no na was a robbery into DVL okay temporary make measure be there. Nipa krope no ntino do. That doesn't affect the economy because one way dispatch riding they are never two. They be away one ebo na box be search. It is one go to so ko be na for motorbike entum kita AK47 another pump action gun. Until a married of a year, or they need a year to boom. Nah, here's a solve problem.
Okay. COP, my boss now. Billy Bala say, and every radar in jacket is a potential suspect, especially in two. They also do the abo. Or say, Nana Kofi Ajema say it is getting very serious. What has the government done about the SAC Ghana Army recruits in 2015-2016? Encrophobia, recruitophobia, yes, Saki woman. Also, Mukusun tutor Nasifon, to buy out, no. One could train it that. About the speculation. Woman, you may be a the possibility say, be on account crano, a bit to me, I will be at his Prince Edwin Obubi, say, I'm enjoying your program. If you travel outside Ghana, all motor/dispatch riders are branded, having a particular color.
Exactly.
This makes it easy to be tracked.
Exactly.
This makes it easy to track their movements with the CCTV installation they have around. Exactly. Dispatch riders are essential to SMEs. Therefore, police must check them thoroughly. We Adrian Obubi. Obi de Bakubiba also military trained, American trained military man. Wabagana. Now, ono can say, ideas be brobe to be their bois. Now, actually, Amasani Mayakofam. He spoke to the former IG, Sanko Betuma Baba, but as we speak, you know, when young for which he be a farmer, when you be a friend, and in committee, no only expertise, no, obey at the Abua Pass. Yopi, yeah, but sorry, now, a dear pan also say, Mammy Missa, we say, the current police administration, I walk on. What will bet you me a queen, am I young? Won't bet you a Gina, am I young? Resources, no. About what and na fe personnel no so about want to share resources in pa na fe say if they are up to the task.
Yo resources in the here pa am say tie abobok bi ha so ubetumi monitor ex-convict or ba out ubebu here near makakra am say menu anaka bibi about tagging maybe as convicts for because most of these robberies if on you as convicts for on your as convict crana wako police for them ya chino maybe because there will be a lack of evidence no yamanoko most of them I mean there be any case those who have had brushes with the law are Muslim yes adi now once akwaba police for there say to me now profile yeah. TB physical na won to me from be Saturday no na wo hen ya dey bibi like that but nyina again resources e be here e be like walkie talkies motorams and put the police phone baby this time omo work on so be a walkie talkie but whether they use it effectively and also another thing whether they have been trained to use it effectively and also another thing. And I mentioned some intelligence assets. They say you CCTV oh very baby. Yeah. And you how could now robbery no higher on the highways and so on the highways upper west region, Bole, Bamboy, Solar up to robberies baby. Those robberies in the are full and for to woman yes. Oktra Ejurana or Kwatibu Aman team Kwame down so also robberies on the main road. Apart from robberies now, we have to deal with in Accra. Also robberies no so. Until cameras need to be installed, especially in crime-prone areas. And then a bit to me aboa, a bit to me a see name cameras no aboa me to me attract them down watch them. The resources they are very important. And yet resources for police but resources are and also be to me aid in crime investigation and gathering intelligence. And the police numbers maka na me check bi see 5,000 require far will be about 1 to 930 one policeman to about 933 citizens, which is still far low. Because any two money I don't call this some technology. Any two company I prevent crime. We sani men here, police numbers, the necessary resources, education, and what do you call it? Even the criminal justice system. Criminal justice system. Let me say you slow. Friend is saying, boy, sexy dondo. Up to now, see and try. Almost we have not been able to even arrest them. Criminal justice system is so slow. Say, and serve as a deterrent, and serve to deter and control from committing crime. Now, we are born here within 1 month. We are mouth stiff sentence. Obia ambassador, but I'm saying yes, I do. Cases be drag on for years. It is how would say me so be here be a medium cobocro because at least a sacra near Betchemeno, a betcher. Any achievements now did go court, a betch much why me lucky a judge. And now police investigator maybe I make a crime with the custodia, not justice for a baby free. It is almost a committee crime, they look at the opportunity, the risk to commit crime at that instant. If there's an opportunity to commit crime, why won't I? Because the risk will not actualize. It may take it some time. Because it will be committing crime, no, the police will be one or commit crime. It's a criminal justice system also to me expedited some of these cases. Now, to me, serve as deterrent to other criminals. But the who say no there. Boys here on my side. Who them young chums is here. Now her time a debate so a debate do almost maybe. It will take years. That's sure more crime because one committed crime no I and the anchuomo hole. It is now time for police to be looking for them.
Yeah.
They are not going to say we committed crime. Deny. Into who police necessarily build up cases very, very well. Not taking a lot of time. Nasa court, then also drag on for years. Into one outside, Nasa committed crime, no, Yajano, and now or Yanshi, into also no, or a criminal, no, so committed crime. Into when you here, resources, beefing police numbers, patrols, Nina, who be here, and the criminal justice system, no, be fast. Now can you deal with some of these cases? And bet me, I'm a criminal, abba from Kakra.
John Hammond, good morning, Agya Kwabena, to you once again this very Saturday. I serve with the retired police commander about the police recruitment. The survey do not recruit the qualified people. I'll say one more qualified and one more unqualified. No, gidi na yakoko so mu de agu wo ne nyina ya de bia enhyeda emu akora enti na eno no ye de enkomo ne besi wa Charles ye kukuru ya bambo ano
yeah
ene ebetu ena mo party nso ena wo power se eba ye beka se under the MPP regime ena say course enti aresemu be na se Ghana fotumi nya se bebia ne makika kwa so within a week no ye nya makomako be 4 and 5 mpo
exactly
ama ba kokora from ahwe ne nkwa enti se within a week ne se nya 5 it tells you say one region it tells you say ade no enhyeda enye betesa enti aresemu be na se Ghana fo nya ade na aban ne be ye ade na mo be ye ade aboa se de be ya ye benya gidie bi say oh afro ade ne bai but ye hu bibi
okay unde ya ka problems in some of the solutions ya ka but abandons or be anyi there to the my police obeshem kena and I believe that now yenya CCTV cameras so it's a step in the right direction but on your one or you nzame p na able to solve them problem my brother Penyikasan on the other jurisdictions in Ayakafa CCTV cameras man. I mean the CCTV cameras in Bikra number plate recognition. We should get that. Because say you can regulate at the DVL is okay, one person on a motorbike on Bakobo to east side am too, and so is it that we empower the DVLA to change that number plate? Minimum nobody. But you invest into them, and eventually in the long run, or man that or you about the number plate no CCTV near this one, or in the CCTV able is over 4 or 5 years near so you're cut off for. But so that Obenya number plate recognition within it. Into one about too much with them you pay on number and I'll call UK and US on what it's cheaper. Nancy remember the police know here as a power because about the baby never the police knew even last and fiddle or chat keku. Sana or use gadgets and it one about for okay number
information
exactly. So we are getting there. Ni aban nor support nor but I'm saying that would let us strengthen our institution. It's a mabo DVLA, mabo there. On you cross over commit crime, over commit. Okay, time I'm go school UK na Ghana you be immigration as some watching. Namukro Woodhill, or a Milton Keynes. I think yeah, because Ekwa better on a yin pocono bonkum. Now black boys be suit to mention. A crew no on the whole way you know we jan no con. Also, I feel yankun into a pedoba back to prison. Where you know, also, no, because there's nothing out there. Even in the Western world, also, there's nothing out there for me into a pedoba. Then yankun be sent now, also, I'll do a disco. Disco, not now, I disqualified from driving. Into about driving, no, I'm a police action. United Kingdom, no, I send up a prison bill. Into a honor na hat, but into all I'm saying is that young institutions no idea strength on. Yet say I had them painful Casa and brother paying a former CID boss, which is the police football for suggestions now was urban. IGP for urban, no so oriented as that. And for us, no, a police service, a best serve boy, no cado, Musuma broad, ye dame. We just do he. Abano or ye be was our boy. Tell them more come police in no idea. One police officer to 930. I know yes, the United Nations in
933.
Okay. Into no so idea share. Into make say police in no osa atasa unemployment rate no so. Not today. Say but to increase the number of police. Na employment no so on craya. Not today crime no or the same I mean the problem is the same thing. Into na bia in Juma. Yes, private sector we in Juma na ade. Nti or education in house you my youth na if you be a film no so entity because there are two things nature and nurture environment e benyin wo mu ono no brana eden ebo so I think any na ye together na ye bo aba no so both to solve problem because e just aban something me better na me kero NDC time one year MPP ya bre na ya ebia me san fia moroko ya meti TV do merkan ya de ebia criminal support hwehwe mara so akade how na register ye adwuma so it is not a political matter but it's not a political party matter it's a political matter as in managing the affairs of the state tienya ye de adwumbo ma obi Ghana will be a safer place for us.
Okay, with the Sikana EU bank no say we should question the tellers of the banks. Sometimes if you know mukra informants or more informal robbery am robbers mo ye de omo no nti ni nyina
so stage be there here brother United Kingdom Ireland are saying bank manager nala no stage no more kidnapping I think to about 19 million and well but watching eventually but now let's stage more than say key no or vote and cause watching no or kidnap we used to vote we kidnapping the police for fake police car we win where then well other kid mongo keys can and because of police want to track and zaman second serial numbers na po
no to be the
so the police hence all the most brother penny kada no or kada e bia increase number na nkasa so kada onye numbers na po no here technology beka one e bia one police officer go to my about 5 of police officers win because yenya CCTV na recognition na nyipa to them wash motorbikes will move in na very suspicious one what to catch those on the for the young suspicious motorbike
business that's say COP Bright Oduro retired meda was say unya bre by Samson Charles Cromwell be siu unya won talk so meda was say unya bre by here na engineer Saka amon court so ono so yenya no homa so ene ne kasa ye beda say de ye ka nyina na your man bambo o bambo ane nyina e bambo tra na sɛ bako pada mbɛsɛ meka police fo nkwa ntumi nyɛ soldier fo nkwa ntumi nyɛ menu mienu ebetumi aboa esanse yɛ kan nyinaa no sɛ nipa yɛ sa ne ma nyinaa no yɛ no mo neti we know them ɛna sɛ wo ni sika so amfo so benya sika wo mmere so yɛ a me mu nyame so bo ɛbrɛ no so a wo de ɛbɛba ne yie na wadi ama ho tumi ato esanse we a wakɔ gie be kra no wo kra di no kwa yam hyehyew esanse wonu se betumi akyew ebi yɛ kyew ahoma fie bio ɛne nsɛm bebree ne nyinaa yɛ mmoa na ɔma no tumi kɔ nanim na mesrɛ sɛ die police fo hia bia na ba nso mmɔmɔde so betumi na ɔde aboa ho me kasa esi police station krɔfo kasa esi wɔ propro ne nyinaa no sɛ be yimpo a anke ma ombusumi nsie wɔntumi amagye a na ka ayɛ na ya penti police car taxi bi obi a na nka ɔmo de nam system no saa better than say esi wɔ na ɛpro bɛkɔ na kasa ne se police station na pro na ayɛ wira pɔtɔ na egu hɔ nti ne sɛ ebi a saa kasa ne nyinaa na yakɔ yɛ wɔamagye a yɛyɛ o ne abrande yakɔ repairs kpakpakpa yɛ police call egu ho na ɔmo de nam kurom ɔman de benya so fa so bi de sɛ so betumi aboa yie pa we de madwen kyerɛ o ebi so na no so adwen kyerɛ papa de yɛ nyinaa fa na yɛn ka mo ma no tumi enye yie nti ɛda sida ɛbɛma Farmer Trust Limited so ɔmo de nnuro mienu bi so yasene ɛwɔ dwumadie mu ɛyɛ Lumi Trust no ɛkutia malaria yɛwɔ no de presidie ɛne yɛwɔ nsuodie no yɛyɛ bi strawberry ɛne yɛyɛ bi banana nti nkwadaa no ɛnom a malaria no contententem malaria nkyɛw wɔ bra Lumi Trust ɛwɔ hɔ sanso ɛna ensonso no yɛne mu de besia ni nsonso bi antumi ha ya dwene bio esan sɛ Farmer Trust adawro menti no ɔmakɔkɔfa ɛyɛ trazo 400 ɛde aba ekum sunsun bia so yɛ peni so yɛ akwada biri bi otumi no nti tutumrika ne kɔ pharmacy shop ne kɔ tonra ho do mienu bi opɛ dodo atunso de a wone Farmer Trust Limited fo ni nkɔmɔ ɛwɔ 0261 088 663 0561 Mr. 0561 088 663 and afi 0561 088 666 midin edi Agya Kwabena na me nana anom se minchi o manope na ni libi me manwache anope bi abo bia na say Agya Kwabena please greet me on TV say my ye na me nana ana fi libi na fi root ene abena na sisi ne abusanfo ni nyina no ye mamu nyina ache ene anope na ifia beba ho meni akwarantin sasu ene nso no gya ne papa kwan ewura Lanzanda sasu ene ne ogya ne kwan e wotantanti efi ha ye kokota enu abema na chi ne de joma kwan ama na fefefe ye wa ya dom adbasa ne mo ahia be da mo nyina se mamu ne hwe yaka